That was an absolute war. When you're going to play a UConn team, I told our guys, listen, they're one of the hardest playing, most physical teams in the entire country. And it's funny, we didn't really get to prepare a whole lot for UConn yesterday because we got back so late from Seton Hall. But our guys obviously have a ton of respect for UConn. Today in shoot around, we even put up what we call the bubble, right? So it's on that we put it up on the rim, so there's no made shots, and just to make sure our guys knew how important blocking out was. And for us to beat, I think UConn's one of the best rebounding teams in the country. We were able to get them 35 to 31 on the glass. I felt like if we did that, then we'd give ourselves a good opportunity to get a good win here. I thought our guys did a good job taking care of the ball. Much better in the first half than we've been. I think we had 4 first-half turnovers. We finished with 10 turnovers for the game, which is a lot better. Jack Nungy was phenomenal. I thought Zach Freemantle had a really, really good second half. Rebounded really well in the second half after he missed some easier shots in the first half. And just those two guys' skill sets really open up a lot of things on the offensive end for us to drive the ball and to make plays. And I thought Paul was really good. Colby was good. I think he finished with 6 assists, which was good to see. And it was good to see Nate have a smile on his face back out there tonight. I do want to give a shout-out to our fans. I thought our student section, again, was absolutely electric. Makes Centos one of the hardest places to play in all college basketball. They obviously had the Bengals, T-shirts on. Who Dey. Hopefully they can get the Super Bowl championship here on Sunday.
Travis, how do you get that team to keep showing up? The team that we saw tonight.
Yeah, I thought we played more under control, Adam. I thought we played a little slower. If you look at the tempo of the game, I thought it was a lot slower than what we've been playing, and that may be the recipe for our team, right? Whatever it takes to win ultimately. But I thought our guys fought. We fought on the glass. We were more physical. Right? Obviously, Seton Hall really got us on the glass early, especially. And we didn't set the right tone. Tonight, there was one specific play, Adam, that really kind of is ingrained in my mind right now. It's Nate Johnson got stuck on Adama Sanogo, who Sanogo's the best front court guy in our league. Listen, let's make that very loud and clear. I mean, he's an absolute monster. And Nate didn't allow him to get the rebound. He blocked him out. He was fighting down there. He was an absolute war. And it was just really good to see because I didn't think that was us at Seton Hall. I didn't think we were physical enough on the blockouts. But I think, again, it's just next game mentality, though, right? You can't get too high or too low. But we got to create this consistency, especially here down this stretch here, middle February, late February. This is when we got to be able to peak and get our team right.
Did anything about the preparation or maybe the way that you guys finished the Seton Hall game lead you to believe that maybe you were headed in this direction towards putting 40 minutes together like you did tonight?
Yeah, I felt like for the first time in a while, even against Seton Hall, I know we turned the ball over too much in the first half, and again, we talked about the glass, but I felt like we took the right shots. I liked our shot selection. I felt like we had the connectivity. I thought we were fighting. I thought we played really hard in that second half against Seton Hall. I felt like we had our team back. And I told the group that, listen, even though we didn't get the result we wanted, right? We lost a close one. I felt really confident going into this game that we were back. And I think our guys showed that tonight.
Coach, you mentioned obviously you had a very quick turnaround from your game in Seton Hall. How do you prepare your team so quickly for a game like this when you got to play a guy like R.J. Cole who's so fast up and down the court?
Man, R.J. Cole, he's the real deal, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great player. Danny Peters had the scout. Again, when I give out scouting assignments, preseason, right? And initially this game was supposed to be played late December. So Danny had Seton Hall and he had UConn. And now obviously it was kind of back-to-back this week. It is what it is. And, we pulled an all-nighter when we got back on whatever night that was. You get all these days mixed up now. I know what tonight is. But again, we pulled an all-nighter, watched all the film, me and Danny did. Thought we came up with a good game plan. It's something simple, right? What could our guys understand in a very quick turnaround, right? We made it more about us, but also, hey, here are a couple keys that we were going to really lock in on. And that was it, because we only practiced for about 30 minutes on whatever day, I think it was Thursday, day after Seton Hall. And we just want to make sure our guys took a couple things away from that. What do we need to do to win? And I thought Danny did a great job helping us prepare our team.
I asked Colby about this earlier, but down the stretch, you used that three-ball hand-roll lineup with him, Dewan, and Paul. What kind of looks does that give your offense, especially in a game like this when it's so close down the stretch?
Yeah, we had a couple turnovers. We got to take care of the ball better even with that lineup, but it does give us that's our best ball handling lineup. Again, they started going a little bit more 1-3-1 zone, right, with Andre Jackson at the top, and then they kind of go to 2-3 zone once you kind of get the ball to the corners. We got to be better than that, but it gives us our best decision makers puts the best decision makers out there on the floor, and especially when teams are going to press and try to pick up. That's our best lineup and for that situation. So it gives us a lot of flexibility.
Travis, we ask you a lot about three-point shooting, and you didn't get a lot of production against Seton Hall. You didn't get a lot tonight, but your offense seemed to work really well in spite of that. Is that, as you said, like a product of just slowing it down and working the ball for those right shots, or why do you think that your offense worked so well tonight without the three-point line being a factor?
Yeah, I thought we got to our spots in our twos, right? Paul was getting to the rim, especially there in the second half. Dewan was getting to his little touch shot that he has. We were posting Fremantle. I thought we were getting UCONN in rotation, right, which would open up the lane a little bit for drives. They take away threes, pretty well because they're so long and athletic. And even when you think you're open, they run at you and all of a sudden they're on top of you so quick. But that opens up a drive opportunity. And I thought our guys did a really nice job again of just making the right plays, taking what the defense gave them. I think Nate made 2, maybe. I could be off. And Jack made 2. I think we attempted 14 on the game, 4 of 14. Listen, I don't care how many we attempt, as long as they're the right shots. But it was good to get Nate back in the flow tonight. I know that. I know he's happy as well.
Yeah, I asked Nate about this, and I think you talked about this on a radio show, but you sat down with Nate and you showed him some film of himself, just maybe to remind him what he looks like and what he can do. Can you maybe explain why you did that and what sort of impact you think that might have had on him?
Yeah, just positive thoughts lead to positive results. I mean, look at all the studies that they've had on that. And, listen, Nate is harder on himself than anyone else, right? He's a perfectionist. He wants to make every single shot. But he's not going to make every single shot, right? Like I was watching the Olympics a little bit last night in the background as I was watching film, and I'm going to mess up her name, but she's a skier on the U.S. team. She's phenomenal. She got DQ'd the first 2 races, right? And the one second race, I mean, she sat on the mountain. She didn't get off the course for a while, delayed the whole event. Right, the next skier couldn't go, and she competed in the whatever event it was yesterday, skiing. I'm not a skier, so I don't know all the names of the events, but she competed. She completed it, and they interviewed her after, and she said, "Man, it just felt good. She just focused on having fun, right? Just felt good. And she's the best skier in the world, the best, and she started having doubts. She started questioning who she was as a skier, and so it happens to the best." And I think, I know Chase Campbell, our strength coach, said it to Nate as well. I said it today to him. I was like, dude, just have fun. Take all the pressure off you. Just get lost in the game. Impact the game in other ways. Defend, rebound, fight. And then all of a sudden, the shots will fall as well. And, again, just happy for Nate, man, because, again, he's been going through a little bit of a rough patch, as everybody does. But I got all the belief in the world in Nate. He's one of the best shooters I've ever coached.
How important do you think a game like this was for your team's confidence as a whole, maybe like between their ears, just to remind them, like, hey, we can put 40 minutes together against a good team and finish the right way?
Yeah, I think it's big. Listen, UConn's as talented as any team we've played all year. I mean, they're really talented, and again, I got a lot of respect for them. But our guys, if we do what we're supposed to do, if we can focus on getting a great shot for Xavier, taking care of the ball, cleaning up the glass, and we can compete with anybody. And you want to always remind your guys that even after the loss against Seton Hall, I felt like we played well enough to win. I really did. But we lost. So guys will start questioning a little bit probably, right? It's just in the back of your mind. So to get a win over a really good team like UConn's obviously great for our confidence moving forward.
You talked about Zach's second half and just how he kind of flipped the switch and played so well. Was there anything particular he was doing differently that you saw or that you guys talked about at halftime?
Not really. Like, again, he got kind of the same shots he got in the first half. Listen, we're going to play through him in a lot of different ways. Pick and pops, drives, post-ups. Again, he's a great player. I mean, again, it's like I told him. I said, man, shake it off, keep playing. And then he ends up with 12 and 9. I think he hit 5 shots, I think, in the second half. And he was a terrific player for us. So he's one of the better front court guys in our league.
So a couple of years ago when you guys played in Charleston, you have that Najee 3. And then tonight you get the Nate shot at halftime. Is there something particular about these UConn games where you're getting these crazy game-changing shots?
Hopefully we can keep it going, right? That Najee shot was incredible, though. And I tell you what an incredible game that was. One of the best games I've ever been a part of. That was both teams played hard and left everything out there. Andy.
I think Whaley and Sunogo were combined like 4 for 12. They only had six shots each. What was the approach on the interior defense? Because it seemed to be pretty sticky.
Yeah, I thought, post defense always first starts with ball pressure, right? I think that's where it always starts. And number 2, we told our guys, listen, we got to make their catches tough. I feel like Sunogo's down there for 10 seconds every single time, right? He's an absolute load, too. And I thought Jack, Zach, Cesar, when he went in there, they fought. They fought just to make it a tough catch. And then when he caught it, then we said, hey, listen, we're going to send the cavalry after him at times, right? Like, because playing him one-on-one, you just can't do. Obviously, Whaley's a tremendous player as well. He's a different player than Sunogo. They don't play through him as much, but I thought we did a really good job on both their big boys.
Hey, you beat them in the block department. They're like third or second or something in the country. You outblocked them.
Yeah, I thought us being able to get their bigs out on the perimeter was really effective, right? Whether it was Jack picking and popping or Zach on the perimeter, it got Whaley away from the rim, opened up driving lanes for us. And then, man, how about a couple plays by Paul? I mean, Paul just flies around, man. He just flies around, plays hard. Yeah, he blocks shots. I mean, Jack's blocking shots. Zach, I thought we played really hard on the defensive end.
Thanks.
Thanks.